Pennsylvania rental laws outline the rules in the state regarding lease agreements and evictions. We'll examine relevant laws for standard lease agreements, month-to-month lease agreements, and evictions. We're eForms, the world's largest online database of legal forms. Stick around to grab a fillable lease agreement or eviction notice at the end of this video. Let's start by reviewing the two primary lease agreements in Pennsylvania, standard and month-to-month. Standard lease agreement. A standard lease gives an overview of the terms between a landlord and tenant for renting a property. A standard lease is commonly a one-year fixed period and is the most widely used rental contract. A month-to-month lease. A month-to-month lease is also called an at-will tenancy. It renews automatically every month and terminates upon notice by either the landlord or the tenant. In Pennsylvania, notice must be provided a minimum of 30 days prior to termination as required by law. Pennsylvania allows 4 other types of lease agreements: commercial, rent-to-own, roommate, and sublease. Check the link in the description below for more information if one of these is a better fit for your situation. Next, let's go over Pennsylvania's required disclosure. Only one must be included as part of some rental agreements. Lead-based paint disclosure. Landlords have to issue this to tenants living in residential structures built prior to 1978. The landlord and tenant both have to sign this disclosure. Additionally, it's necessary to understand Landlord Access. Pennsylvania doesn't have a state law requiring landlords to give tenants notice before entering rental properties for non-emergency purposes. So how does Pennsylvania handle security deposit laws? Landlords can ask for up to 2 months' rent as a security deposit, but no more. They must return security deposits with itemized list of deductions to tenants within 30 days of terminating a lease agreement or reclaiming possession of the property. Lastly, let's talk about Pennsylvania's eviction laws. There are 3 legally accepted causes for eviction in Pennsylvania. Illegal drugs. A landlord can issue a 10-day notice to quit to a tenant that has used illegal drugs in the residence or on the property. Non-payment of rent. If a tenant is late on rent, the landlord can issue a 10-day notice to pay or vacate the residence. Non-compliance. If the tenant breaks any portion of the lease other than late rent, the landlord may give the tenant 15 days to comply or vacate if they've lived in the unit for less than 1 year, or 30 days if they've lived in the unit for a year or more. We've got everything you need to rent a property according to Pennsylvania laws, from lease agreements to evictions. You'll find all of the forms you need from eForms, the world's largest database of legal forms.